Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Generic Football League. We welcome you live here to the Pirate Sport for our final Eastern Conference matchup of week number 2 as the Capital Punishers take on the Coastal Pirates. Both these teams lost their opening matchups here in week 1, so somebody looking to get their first win of the season here. And for the Punishers, they're looking to get their first win in franchise history. They're relocating and rebranding as the former from being the Northern Outlaws. The Punishers were looking for a good start to their season in week 1, but they were not able to get that win at home. Now it's first down here for the Punishers. Their first road game here's against the Coastal Pirates. They're going to get things started with a pass left side. That's a first down, Punishers. First down here, they run with Harrison. Harrison stopped at the line. 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Passing out right. This one is going to be again a 2. 3rd down for the Punishers. Third and 8. Ham, the quarterback, going to go right side. Pass off target, incomplete. 4th down. Fourth and 8. And here's the return here for the Pirates. Not going to get much on that return. Here's our matchup to watch here on offense for the Pirates and defense for the Punishers. First down here for the Pirates. Dixon, the quarterback. Dixon moving around. Goes out left. Pass is caught. First down, Pirates. First and 10 now for the Pirates. Dixon down the middle. Pass broken up. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. We're going to run it here. 2nd down. With Lara and only going to get 1. 3rd and 9. Third and 9. Dixon in the pocket. Dixon going to go out left. Pass broken up again. 4th and 9. Here we go. Here's the punt. And fair catch for the Punishers. Here we go. First down for the Punishers. They run it with Harrison. Harrison going to get 3 on the play. 2nd down. Second and 7 here. Ham going to go out left. Wide open man. That's a first down and more for the Punishers. First down here for the Punishers. Ham going to run it up the middle with Harrison. Only going to get 3. 2nd down. Second and 7. Down the middle again. It's caught. First down for the Punishers. And with a timeout taken here by the Pirates. First down now for the Punishers. They're going to run it here. And you get 5 on the play with Harrison. 2nd and 5. Second down. Ham gonna run it and sliding, got the first down. First down here, down the middle. Pass is broken up. 2nd and 10 now for the Punishers. And Harrison going to lose yards on the play. 3rd down. Third and 12. Ham down the middle. Broke it up again. 4th and 12. They're going to try the field goal attempt here. 4th and 12 to get the first points of the game. And they got it. It's good. $3-0. Punishers take the early lead. Here we go. Here's the kick and return here for the Pirates. First down for the Pirates. Dixon out right side is caught. Gain of 3 on the play. Second and 7 here for the Pirates. Dixon, quick pass right side, caught. That'll be a first down. First down here, they go screen out right. It's going to be a gain of 7 on the play, 2nd down. Second and 3. Dixon. They go screen again, right side. It's caught, and that will be enough for a first down. First down for the Pirates. Dixon. They go back to the running back screen on the right side. The Punishers just don't seem ready for it. I don't think it's the end of the first quarter, though. Punishers lead 3-0. Second and 1 here for the Pirates to start the second quarter. Dixon goes right side. Pass is caught, and that's going to be enough for a first down. First down here. They run it, and gain of 6 on the play. 2nd down. Laura with the run there. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 4. Laura again going to get a first down. First down. Play action. This one left side is caught. Gain of 7. Second and 3, down the middle, it's caught! And into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Pirates. Extra point attempt here is good. 7-3. Pirates now in the lead. Here we go. Here's the kick. And return here for the Punishers. First down. And Ham keeps it in the read option and get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 for the Punishers. Ham in the pocket. Ham down the middle. That one is caught. That's a first down. First down for the Punishers. Ham outright. Pass is caught. Flag in the play. So it looks like it's going to be on the Punishers. It will be. First and 20 now for the Punishers. First down. Here's Ham in the pocket. Ham moving around. Pressured fumble. Ball is out. An lineman able to get on it. It's second and 34 now. Houston getting a sack there. Second and 34. They're going to run it with Harrison. He gets 2. Third and 32. Third and 32 here. Ham hits, he throws. It'll be incomplete. Fourth and 32. Here's the punt unit. And here's the punt and return for the Pirates. Stopped just on their own side of the 50. First down, Pirates. And this one off target from Dixon. Second and 10 now. Second down the middle. It's caught. Gain of 7. Third and 3 for the Pirates. Third and 3. Dixon out left. It's caught. First down for the Pirates. First down, Pirates. They run with Laura. They're going to lose a yard. Second down. Second and 11 here. Dixon going to go left. Pass is caught. Now third and 9. Third down. Dixon airing this one up, going end zone. It is caught! Touchdown, Coastal Pirates! Bonner with the touchdown grab. Extra point attempt is good. 14-3, Pirates lead. Here we go, here's the return for the Punishers. First down. They're going to run it here with Harrison up the middle, and Harrison's got himself the first down. First down here. Ham going to go left side. It's caught, gain of 1. Second down. Second and 9. Ham is going to try and run it to avoid the sack, and he did. 3rd and 9. No gain in the play, though. Third and 9. Ham. As he throws, this one is going to be incomplete. 4th down. Fourth and 9. Here's the punt. And return here for the Pirates. Under a minute to go here in the second. First down here for the Pirates. This one out. Right side is caught. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Second and 7. Down towards the left side from Dixon was caught. That's a first down. First down here. Dixon, they go screen. It's caught. And Pirates take their second timeout. Second and 6 for the Pirates. Here's Dixon down the middle. It's caught. And a 4, 3rd down. Third and 2. Down the middle. Caught. And another first down for the Pirates. They still have that final timeout. Clock is ticking. They might want to use it here soon. No, they won't. And that is going to be the end of the half. The Pirates, they had that timeout. They could have added on to their lead, but they didn't. So we got a halftime. It's 14-3. Pirates lead. Very interesting decision from the Pirates not to use that timeout and maybe try a field goal. Here we go, second half underway here. The Pirates will start on offense. Here we go, here's the return for the Pirates. They're going to start their own 18. Here we go, first down here. Pass out left side, going to be gain of 1. Second and 9, out right side again on the screen attempt. Going to go backwards there, 3rd down. Third and 12. Dixon, as he throws, right side. This one is swatted and complete. 4th and 12 for the Pirates. Here we go. Fair catch signal by the Punishers. We'll see if they can do something here on offense. Here we go. First down Punishers. Ham. As he throws. Got it out though. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Ham pressured and sacked. Third and 15. Third and 15 for the Punishers. Ham in the pocket. Ham down the middle. Pass is caught, but not enough. 4th down. Fourth and 7, and this punt will go back in the end zone. First down here for the Pirates. Dixon runs it, gets 4. 2nd down. Second and 6. And they run it with Laura. And Laura stopped just short of 3rd and 1. Third and 1. Laura's got it, and a 1st down. Go, 1st down. Down the middle again. Broke it up and incomplete. 2nd down. Second and 10. This one down the middle. It's caught. 1st down and more for the Pirates. First down here for the Pirates. And, oh! Strip sack! The ball is out! Pirates get on it, though. 2nd and 14. Love with the sack there. Second and 14 here. Dixon, on the left side, it's caught. Into 3rd and 12. Third down. Dixon down the middle again. He's got it. 1st down. First down here. Big run from Laura, getting inside the red zone. First down here for the Pirates. Dixon went right side there, getting a 2. 2nd down. Second and 8. Dixon in the pocket. Dixon moving around. Fires end zone. It is broken up and incomplete. 3rd and 8. Third and 8. Dixon moving around. Fumble. Ball is out. Pirates get on it though. 4th and 18. The second strip sack from the Punishers defense. They just weren't able to get on it. Weeks with the sack though. Here's a field goal attempt here on 4th and 18. And the kick is good. 17-3. Pirates add on to the lead. Here's the kick and return here for the Punishers. And not going to get much on that one. First down for the Punishers. Ham going to keep it here. Ham Goes right side. Pass incomplete. Second down. Second and 10 here for the Punishers. Ham goes out left. Pass is caught. Losing 3 on the play. Third down. Third and 13. Ham down the middle. It's caught. That's a first down. That'll take us to the end of the third quarter, 17-3. First down here for the Punishers. First down here, and they're going to run with Harrison. Harrison's going to get a big run right there. It's a first down. First down here, and they're going to run it with Harrison. Harrison fighting and stopped just short. Second and 1. Second and 1. Back to Harrison again. Harrison's got space and another first down. First down. Back to the ground game again. First and more. Stopped at the 5. It's first and goal Pirates. No, Punishers. First and goal for the Punishers, trying to get to the end zone. Running with Harrison up the middle, untouched. Touchdown, Capital Punishers. One attempt is good. 10-17. 3:53 to go. Here's the kick and return for the Pirates. Punishers defense needing to step up here. Here we go, first down Pirates. Here's Dixon in the backfield, facing pressure. Screen out left is caught, gain of 4. Second down. Second and 6. They run him with Lara. And Lara only going to get 2. Third down. Third and 4. Screen out left. And that goes nowhere. 4th and 3. We go 4th and 3. Here's the punt. And return for the Punishers goes nowhere. First down Punishers. They run it with Harrison. Harrison met to the line. He'll only get 1. Second and 9. Play action here. Ham facing pressure. Ham is gonna get sacked. 3rd and 20 for the Punishers. Colt getting the sack. 3rd and 20. They're going to try run with Harrison. He gets nothing. 4th down. 4th and 18. They're going to go for it here. I mean, from this far back, I don't know if I can say that's a wise decision, but they have to convert. 4th and 18. Ham has time. Ham looking out left. It is batted up and incomplete. 4th down. Turnover on downs. 1st down Pirates. They're going to run it here on 1st down. The Punishers are now going to need to force a turnover. They can't even allow a field goal. Second and 7. Trying the ground game again. No gain. 3rd down. Third and 7 for the Pirates. And it's play action here. Dixon to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Coastal Pirates. Extra point attempt is good. 24-10. And for the Punishers, this is not what they wanted. They had it right. They had this game right in their grasp, and they just could not capitalize. 1st down now for the Punishers. Maybe they have a miracle in them. Backfield empty here on 1st down. It's Ham in the pocket. They'll go down the middle here. It's caught. And 6. 2nd and 4. Second and 4 here. Ham down the middle again. It's caught. This one is going to be a 1st down. Punishers will hurry up. First down here. Ham down the middle. It's caught. Gain of 9. 2nd down. 2nd and 1 for the Punishers. Ham in the pocket. Sending this one up. Down the middle. Broken up. 3rd down. Third and 1. Ham moving around. Pass is caught. It's a 1st down. First down here for the Punishers. They spike it. 2nd down. Second and 10. Down the middle again. It's caught. Gain of 6. 3rd and 4. Third and 4. Ham in the pocket. Moving around. As he throws, this one's going to go out of bounds. 4th down. Fourth and 4 here. Ham down the middle. It's caught. That's a 1st down. First down Punishers. Ham going out right. That one out of bounds. Incomplete. Second and 10. Ham is going to get hit from behind. 3rd and 12. And that's going to be the ball game. Coastal Pirates winning here at home. Big win for the Pirates, for the Punishers. Well, they're going to have to wait another week to try and get that first win. The folks, I think that is where we are going to have to wrap this one up for you. What a win for the Pirates. And Punishers, well, at least you get to go home next week and try and get that elusive first win. But that's going to do it here for us. Our final from the Pirates Port. Capital Punishers 10, Coastal Pirates 24. Back to Generic Football League. I am the Cowboy Crab saying so long, everybody.